Hello, ladies, gentlemen, children, monkeys of all ages. Welcome back to the circus, now with sound system. Some of y'all had asked about the Cerwin Vegas. There they are, the big old Cerwin Vegas speakers. Yeah, I don't know the models or anything, but that's them. See the old components back there on the server rack and stuff. But yeah, those things will throw sound out onto the farm if you need them to. Anyway, let's get to a project I've been actually trying to get to for 2.5, 3 years, maybe more. And that is stripping coatings off of a couple knives. I hate traction coating on knives. I get it, they're carbon steel. I get that you want to protect them a little bit. But when it's just this, I love the BK16, but the traction coating is bunk. We've got the Kizer Harpoon. This is a little bit less thick and tacky feeling, but still needs to go. So what are we going to be using? Well, per Patina Turners. Thanks again for the recommendation, brother. We're going to be using Citrus Strip. It's supposed to be no harsh fumes. You can use it indoors if you want. I want to go with the Citrus Strip just because I don't want it eating through the gloves and all that stuff. And this stuff is supposed to be a lot easier. So we've got Citrus Strip. We've got the knives themselves. We've got a pair of rubber gloves. We've got a paintbrush to kind of get it on there and move it around, make sure everything's covered. We've got some plastic wrap because once I get the Citrus Strip on, I'm just going to wrap them up in a couple layers of plastic and let them sit for a few hours. And I've got a plastic bag, some paper towels down here, and that's really about it. I could not find my metal putty scraper, so I'm going to run out and grab one of those while this is soaking. But I'm going to point you down. So we'll pull off a nice long piece of plastic wrap. We just need a couple good layers down. Right there. Take one of our knives. But then now I didn't clean this blade or anything. I assume this stuff will do it all. So, yeah, I just left dirt and everything on the blade. So make sure we get good contact, get it down in the holes and voids where the hardware and stuff go. And flip her over. And we're going to add a whole bunch more to this before we wrap it up. But just one actually smells kind of good. Making me hungry. I'll give her a little bit of extra love before we wrap it up. But at the end of the day, we're just going to take this and sort of wrap it over. You do not want Citrus Strip to dry on, apparently. Just get it done and set it over there. And then we go to the next one. Now for the Harpoon. Oh, tip came through, so might end up losing some, or I figure what probably happen is the tip actually just won't have stuff on it enough to, there we go. I'm gonna squirt some out. Anyway, I'm gonna leave these like this for 3-4 hours and come back and see how they're doing later.
3 hours later.
Okay, I've been out to run errands, forgot to get a scraper while I was out, but it's been 3 hours now, so let's take a look and see if this has done anything yet or if I'm going to wrap them back up. Oh, looks like it's done something. But I did forget to get a scraper while I was out. So I thought, what else could I use? I'll use the world's worst knife. This is the Gerber Rip Stop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we could do this with a butter knife. We could just wipe this off, probably. Well, there's going to be a few spots that stick, but overall, I think we're in good shape. So let's pick this up. I'm really excited to see this one. One of my favorite fixed blades, production fixed blades, but has a really thick, kind of awful traction coating on it. So, oh, looks like we may need more time for this one. Some of it is coming off, but not reliably. So, tell you what, I'm going to let this one run overnight. We'll come back and do this one tomorrow, and then we'll wrap up. How about that? Okay, so next morning, we need to unwrap and see how the BK16 did overnight. This Gerber, if I can get it lined up on camera now, it's much easier off camera. This Gerber will just pop out the coating right out of those, whoop, see? Right out of those jimps on the spine. Ta-da! So, there's a big old discoloration on the blade under the coating there. But I'm going to go clean things up, and I'll take you outside where we can get some good light on these too. BK16, on the other hand, I still have a little bit of work to do. I don't know if that's in the steel there or if that's a bit of the coating that's left on. There was a tiny little this line that just wouldn't come off. There's actually a little bit on the other side too. It just wouldn't come off with washing and alcohol. So I took Grumpy's blade butter, his polishing wax, and took that to the Harpoon, and that seemed to take those most of those marks off. The BK16, did not. You can see there's still a lot of there. I think that's defects in the metal that were under the coatings, whether it's Cerakote or traction coating or even a really heavy acid blackwash or something like that, can hide a multitude of sins when it comes to the steel. But man, with those dogwood scales, I may show you another photo at the end of this with these all charged up from the sun. We've been out here for a while working on getting the residue off of this blade. Grumpy's blade butter, the polish cleaner wax, took a lot more elbow grease on this to get it did a pretty good job still. I mean, look at what it took off. I mean, this stuff, it isn't meant for this, but it still did a really good job of taking the residue off that was still on there that alcohol and scrubbing with hot soapy water wouldn't. So thanks again to Dan for that. Thanks again to Dan over at Dogwood Customs for these scales. You might keep an eye on his site. He does sell them when he does a run of them. They go fairly quick. So if you like glow-in-the-dark scales, check them out. But that's it. That's all I got for you. So if you have knives that have traction coating on them and you hate the traction coating, super simple to take it off. Don't be afraid to try it. The citrus strip is really, really easy. It's not, it didn't burn my fingers or anything. Your mileage may vary, so be careful. Still recommend wearing gloves, but it did a really good job. Thanks for the recommendation, Patina. Brother Patina Turner was the one who told me about citrus strip. So it was much easier working with that than I think it would have been with much more caustic chemicals. So appreciate that. Appreciate you guys for watching. So take care. And until I see you again, stay well, be kind, do good. That's it. There's Grump. We'll strip for fixed blades. I'm out. See ya. Turns out the best tool for the job, some crappy knife you don't care about, is a perfect tool for getting into little spots in the skeletonized handle there. So I use the Gerber ripstop because worst knife ever made.